Right then, let's have a first look at this Electrolux 160. So from my previous video you see I picked this one up as part of a job lot of random crap basically. It's been in a loft for donkey's years, it came from house clearance, but on the face of it, it looks to be in fairly good condition. It's just absolutely filthy. Now plastic body cleaners are a bit easier to sort of restore a lot of the time than metal ones, as long as they're not broken or cracked or anything like that. A lot of the time it's just kind of getting the dust off, getting the dirt off and buffing them back up again. Now this one's a little bit discoloured in places, unfortunately, and that can be rectified with the use of Retro Bright. Again, something to be done in the summer though, unfortunately we just haven't got the weather for it at the moment. But yeah, overall it's not bad at all. So there's a few things I use when I'm restoring plastic bodied vacuums even. First of all, I've got a bucket of just some warm soapy water. I've got my trusty paintbrush, there we go. Another vacuum cleaner on standby. Got some cheap cream cleaner and some silicone spray or cockpit shine. Really good stuff this. You don't need to use too much of it because it gets a bit greasy, but yeah, it works wonders on plastic. So generally speaking, when I get a new cleaner in like this, I go over it, check it sort of electrically, make sure the cable's intact, make sure the plug's okay, obviously make sure it's not wet inside, things like that. Just give it a general check over just to make sure it's going to be okay when I plug it in, and it's not going to blow up on me. Sometimes they do, unfortunately. Things like suppressors go with age and things, especially on the older Hoovers. I've tested this one, it works lovely, it does sound very good. So basically just a case of cleaning it back up and giving it a good service. These were quite an unusual cleaner actually, because they're dirty fan, but they did have a filter at the front, so I'm going to need to track one of those down, change the bag, change the belt, things like that, make sure it's clear any blockages, and just generally give it a bloody good going over. So I'm going to crack on with that. I'll start off with sort of getting rid of some of the excess dust and stuff, so I'll use my paintbrush and my little Premier Mini for that. Get all the nooks and crannies with a brush, basically get rid of all the excess dirt that's on it. Then I'll give it a good wipe over, obviously make sure it's plugged out because I don't want 240 volts up my arm. Give it a good wipe over, some soapy water, get the surface dirt off, then I can start going to work on some of the deeper ingrained dirt and some of these scratches here as well. I might have to buff those out. Then to finish, it'll be a bit of cockpit spray or cockpit shine to make it all nice and shiny again. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll show you the finished result shortly. Right, so here's an interesting little idea for a future project maybe. If I get my hands on a spare 170, that would make a pretty damn good power head. I definitely think it's doable. Bit like the old Hoover electrokinetic ones that used to come on the early Sensatronics and stuff like that. Yeah, I might do that in the future, but anyway, I'll digress. I'm going to crack on. Right, here we are then. Here's the 160, looking much better, all nice and clean now, and polished up with a lovely shine. It was absolutely bloody rotten, it was filthy. Decided not to go completely to town on this one because it's probably be one that I sell on, but yeah, it's looking a lot better. So I'm going to give it its first try now, see how it does.